Hello students, this is Mrs. Miller, and the purpose of this video is to show you how we're going to find the central idea of the text and support it with text evidence. So on the next slide, we're going to complete the graphic organizer as we analyze the central idea of the text. If you aren't sure what the central idea is, you can check out this video right here on YouTube. Now we're going to complete the graphic organizer over the Colin Kaepernick article that we read. It says complete the graphic organizer. This will allow you to analyze the central idea of the text. Not sure what central idea is, and here again is that link to the video on YouTube. So when we're trying to find the central idea, we think about, well, what's the point? What's the point of the entire article? And you'll remember that the point of this particular article was that Colin Kaepernick took a knee in order to protest social injustice, and there has been a lot of backlash against him. So let's go ahead and click right here in our box, remove these words, and let's type that in. Now that I've typed the central idea, I'm going to look back in my text and find some supporting details that go along with the central idea. That's going to be my text evidence. So what I'm going to do is go back and look up in the passage, and I'm going to look for some text evidence that shows that he took a knee and that he's receiving a lot of backlash. I like this detail right here in paragraph 4, where it says most of the fans on hand booed Kaepernick, who said he would continue to take a knee in future games. So I'm going to return to my graphic organizer, and I'm going to write that as my first piece of text evidence. One of the things I want you to notice is that I'm using a direct quote. So I'm putting my quotation marks here, and I'm putting my period, and I'm putting P4 to show that I got this direct quote from paragraph 4. So that's one way to show text evidence. You can use a direct quote. Now I'm going to find another supporting detail that shows that this is the central idea. I like this detail right here in paragraph 9. It says, when Kaepernick lined up to begin the game, the crowd in San Diego booed. They booed before every snap of his 16 plays. I'm going to return to my graphic organizer, and this time I'm just going to paraphrase what it's saying. I'm not going to use a direct quote this time. I'm going to paraphrase it, but I'll still say that I got the information from paragraph 9. So here's my second piece of evidence. The crowd booed Kaepernick before each of his 16 snaps, and I got that from paragraph 9. Let's find another piece of supporting evidence or text evidence to go along with our central idea. I found one right here that I like in paragraph 12. Kaepernick, who is biracial, has said he would refuse to stand during the song because he will not show pride in a flag for a country that oppresses Black people and people of color. Now, that's really important. That's going along with he took a knee. I think I'm going to add a little bit to my central idea that he was doing it to stand up against police brutality and racism. So I'm going to add that detail in here, and then I'm going to put my supporting detail right here. So that's one of the things I noticed as I'm going through and finding my text evidence. Sometimes I realize I may want to tweak what I put for the central idea. So that's what I did. It says Colin Kaepernick took a knee during the playing of the national anthem to protest police brutality and racism, and there has been a lot of backlash against him. So this part is what I added. And here's my piece of evidence. Kaepernick said he will refuse to stand because he won't show pride in a flag for a country that oppresses people of color. Now you may have noticed that I add ellipsis here and here, and the reason is because I took out some of the words. I didn't use the entire sentence. So that's why I put those 3 small dots here to show that I left out some of the words. So that's something that you can do as well. Now, let's go in and find one more piece of text evidence to go along with our central idea. The next one that I really like is right here in paragraph 14. It says, the media painted this as I'm anti-American. I'm anti-men and women of the military, the quarterback said. So this piece of evidence shows that there's been a lot of backlash against Kaepernick. So that's going to be my 4th supporting detail for the central idea. So I've returned to my graphic organizer and I'm going to type that information right here. So here is my piece of evidence or my supporting detail. Kaepernick believes that the media has painted him as anti-American and anti-military. So now I have my central idea and I have 4 supporting details that go along with my central idea.